Biggest surprises of training camp, guys that really opened your eyes. Take as many of them as you want. Biggest surprises from training camp and preseason.
Yeah, well, we got to start with Donovan Peoples-Jones. This is a young man who really blew the competition away. His process or his challenging for the wide receiver 3 spot was really over after the first week, coupled with Rashard Higgins hurting his ankle, of course. But DPJ just won the day each and every day out there. He was making explosive catches, high-pointing footballs, one-handed grabs, assignment sound, calm demeanor, about his business each day. He showed up to Berea on a business mission, and it paid off for the young man. He'll be the wide receiver 3 on this football team, and it's probably in line to succeed Odell or Jarvis, or perhaps both someday soon. Let's go to Greg Newsome next. He's going to start in Kansas City, as I already said, and for a first-round rookie to go out there and battle the likes of Jarvis Landry and, Odell to a very small degree, but even the likes of Donovan Peoples-Jones, like I just said, this is a stacked receiver room, and Greg Newsome was out there each day competing. Then he goes to Jacksonville and takes on a receiver in Marvin Jones, who's a consummate pro. And Marvin got his way with him a few times, but if he comes down with that one interception, sort of a jump ball situation, we're talking about it very differently. We've already mentioned Demetric Felton. This guy kind of was on the bubble and came out of nowhere to a degree, and showed that he could be both a receiver and running back, just like he was in college. And now Kevin's fantasy teams have a nice new toy at his dispensal. The whole depth on the D-line in general, they completely remade that room, having Sheldon Richardson and Larry Ogunjobi walk. And now you bring in Malik Jackson, Andrew Billings, Sheldon Dayes look good. This is a group that, and of course, Jordan Elliott, Tommy Togiai, the younger guys there. This is a group that has gone from a lot of question marks to just a lot of quality depth. So there's pleasant surprises everywhere. And then I'll give one more. John Johnson has been, as advertised from the sticker price, a leader in the locker room, a voice on the field, a complete athlete near the football, going deep. Browns fans are going to be really excited to see him play, and he's going to cover up for a lot of the mistakes that were happening last year.
All right, you mentioned that those D tackles, and Malik Jackson and Elliott. And how excited are you to see those guys when both Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett line up on the other side? Keep in mind, we haven't had those ends with those tackles. I mean, it could be a handful up front.
No, it's going to be a handful. It's going to be a problem for starting in Kansas City, right? And it's really reassuring for the cornerbacks, especially specifically Greg Newsome, being someone who knows that his pass rush is going to get there, and he probably only needs to hold on for 2.6, 2.7 seconds, and somebody's going to be there, whether it's through the A and B gap, creating internal pressure from the nose tackles that I mentioned, or like you said, Jadeveon or Myles Garrett screaming off the edge. I'm confident Myles Garrett will flirt with 20 sacks this year, and that's all a byproduct of Clowney and the strong interior that GM Andrew Berry and Joe Woods have cultivated.